Hello, my name is Lucas Lee, and today we will be going over the parts of a circle. The four things we will be going over today are the radius, the diameter, the circumference, and the area. So first, the radius. The radius is the distance from the center to the circumference of a circle. So in this picture that we are showing, the purple line represents the radius, that is connecting the center of the circle to the circumference. The diameter is a line passing from side to side through the center of a body in a circle. So we are shown that the purple line is from one side to the other side and passing through the center of the circle. And the formula for the diameter is 2r, or 2 times r, because it's 2 times the amount of the radius. Number The third thing we will be learning about is the circumference. The circumference is the distance around the circle, and the distance around the circle is the green highlighted portion. And to find the circumference, you do C equals pi d, which is pi times the diameter, or you do C equals 2 pi r, because 2 times the radius is the same thing as the diameter. Okay, lastly, for the area of a circle, the formula is A is equal to pi r squared. And let's go into some examples. So, number one, the radius of a circle is 7. What is the diameter? So, we're given the radius is 7. So, that means this is 7. What is the diameter? The diameter is the whole thing, and the equation for that is 2r, or 2 times the radius. And since we are given the radius, we can plug that in here, and that would give us d is equal to 14. So the diameter is 14. Number 2, the diameter of the circle is 30. What is the radius? So in this one, we are given the diameter, and we're trying to find the radius. So this whole thing is 30, but we're looking for this, the question mark. So the formula again is d equals 2r, but instead of plugging in the radius, we plug in the diameter because that's what we were given, and then we would isolate the variable, and then we get r is equal to 15. So then that means the radius is equal to 15. And to check your work, since d is 2 times r, just do 2 times 15, which gets you to 30. Okay, so number 3. The radius of a circle is 10. What is the circumference? So in this one, we are given the radius is 10. And we are looking for this highlighted part of it. So the formula for circumference is 2 pi r, because we have the radius here, we don't have to find the diameter, that's more steps. So we would do C is equal to 2 pi, plug in 10 for R, and then C is equal to 20 pi, because you would do 2 times 10. And so you can leave it in terms of pi, and C is equal to 20 pi. The other way, I guess, is C equal to pi d. But to find the diameter, you'd have to do d is equal to 2r, and plug in 10 for the radius, and d is equal to 20. So then you would just do c is equal to pi 20. It's the same thing as 20 pi. So for number 4, the radius of a circle is 3. So this, we're given the radius of a circle is 3. Now we're trying to find the area of a circle. So the formula for the area is A is equal to pi r squared. So we can do A is equal to pi 3 squared, and then we would get 9 pi. And we can leave it in terms of pi. So the last question is the area of a circle is 121 pi. So we are given that this whole thing is 121 pi. So what is the diameter? So I guess we work backwards from this and use the formula for area. A equals pi r squared. And since we know the area is 121 pi, plug it in here, and then uh, bring it down. And since we're trying to isolate the variable, we have to divide by pi, and that gives us 121 is equal to r squared. Again, we have to simplify this and isolate the variable, so you do the square root of r squared and the square root of 121, and that gives you the radius is equal to 11. But we're not done there because we have to find the diameter. So we know that the formula for diameter is equal to 2r, so d is equal to 2 times 11, so the diameter is 22. So just to go over all of this, we found the radius, the diameter, the circumference, and the area of a circle. Just to review, the radius is the distance from the center to the circumference of a circle. It is 1/2 of the diameter, and the formula would be d is equal to 2r. Diameter is the whole thing, and then the circumference is the distance around a circle. So the green part again is the circumference. The formula for that is c equal to pi d, and you can use c is equal to 2 pi r because d is equal to 2r, so it's the same thing. But you should use c is equal to 2 pi r when you have the radius, and use c is equal to pi d when they give you the diameter. And lastly, the area. The area is pi r squared. So thank you for listening and watching.